Hello, lovely people. I am back to show you this beautiful style I just learned how to do as I was filming. This is only my second attempt at doing it and my first successful one. So I started with this TWA afro on my little egghead cousin. I'm so grateful for her for being my model. And I'm going to walk you through step by step. You're going to have everything you need by the end of this video. Starting off, you want to take your section and just part it down the middle, part it right in half, and put your braiding jam into that section, or into that part rather. You're just going to take your jam and smooth it into that part so that it stays put. And then you're going to take your yarn and lay that straight down the middle into that part. So here I'm just smoothing it out on the sides after placing that yarn in the middle. It's great for short hair, but you can try it on long hair too. It works just as well. And then I'm going to gather it at the front and start my stitch. And it's really simple. So you just drag that through. It's a blunt knitting needle. And you can find it on Amazon, and you can usually find it at your nearest craft store. So I drive that needle through to create each stitch, and then I just loop it. And here I'm just smoothing back the rest of the hair with my knitting needle so that I can start the next stitch neatly. When you make your stitch, it's going to create a loop, and you just put your needle through that loop, and that's how you create a stitch. It's so simple. It looks elaborate, but it's not. And it can take some patience. I'm going to show you this a few more times because I know you can get it and I really want you to get it. So this is a really good angle here. You can see me just dragging it through, creating my stitch neatly, and then looping it. And this is probably the best shot that I can show you here. So one more time, dragging the yarn through and then looping it. That's all you're doing for the whole hairstyle, and you're just making sure that you're keeping it neat. And again, this is a painless style. It's supposed to be a painless style. So if your client is wincing, then you're doing too much. But yep, that's it. It's a fun and simple style that combines a bit of sewing or knitting with braiding, I guess, and it's so fun. And then here, guys, I didn't have any method for this. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was just trying to get through it at this point. So I just made these little bantu knots by wrapping these sections of hair around her little puffs. And I did that all in the back, and this is how it turned out. I think it came out great for my first time, and I think you should try it because it was so fun. So here's how I thread the needle. So the needle is pretty, like I said, it's a thicker needle and it's blunt. It's ouchless. It doesn't hurt. And you can get it from any craft store. I'm looping the yarn. I make a little loop with it, and then I just drive it through the hole in the needle. Of course, my yarn would mess up. It never did this before, but that's okay. You just want to make sure you pull your yarn through that needle and then create a simple knot. And then you just want to take that little short edge and loop it again to better secure that knot. That's it. That's how you thread your needle. It's really that simple. I always use about a 16 to 18 inch piece just to make sure that I have enough. But sometimes even that's too much because if you're working with a TWA, a teeny weeny afro, you really don't need a whole lot of yarn. So this is the braiding jam that I use. It was about $5 at the beauty supply store, and it did the job. And then here is the hair that I used. It was like $10. I think it was a little under $10 for a pack of 3 bundles, which is pretty affordable. And then this is the yarn that I used. I showed this darker purple color just to show the brand, but it was this bluer color that I used in her hair. And that's all, guys. As always, I appreciate you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to stay in touch. Also, share this with a friend or two. It really helps the channel.